Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good night everyone. My name is Hari Simon Simanjuntak with NIM 111916167. Today, I will presentation about diaphragm and spring actuator. What is actuator? Actuator are device that convert energy into direct movement. The type of actuator can be hydraulic, pneumatic, electromechanical, or a combination of several of things technology. Each type of actuator has a different way of working and characteristic. Diaphragm and spring actuator. Diaphragm and spring actuator are a type actuator that use compressed air to move the actuator root. This actuator works by utilizing an elastic diaphragm which will move according to change in pressure received. The advantage of diaphragm and spring actuator type is their low cost, even lower than other types of actuator. However, its large size and weight make its output capability more limited. Component diaphragm. A diaphragm is an elastic component made of rubber, fabric, or thin metal. This diaphragm functions to convert air pressure into mechanical movement. Number two, diaphragm housing. The diaphragm housing is a container that holds the diaphragm. This diaphragm housing is usually made of metal or plastic. Number three, spring. The spring functions to return the diaphragm to its original position after the air pressure is removed. The spring is usually made of steel. Number four, actuator root. The actuator root is a metal root connected to the diaphragm. This actuator root moves to operate a valve or other device. Number five, pilot valve. Pilot valve. The pilot valve is a small valve used to control the flow of air to into the diaphragm housing. This pilot valve is usually controlled by pneumatic or electrical signal. Number six, air connection. Air connection is a fitting issue to connect the actuator to a source of compressed air. Number seven, cover. The cover is component used to protect the internal components of the actuator from dust and dirt. How the actuator works. Number one, receiving pressure signal. The actuator receives a signal in the form of compressed air pressure from an external source. Number two, pressure on the diaphragm. This, this air pressure is channeled into the diaphragm space, pushing again one side of the diaphragm. Number three, diaphragm movement. Because of its flexible nature, the diaphragm will be in the opposite direction to this side under pressure. Transit movement routes. This movement is transit to the actuator root, which connects to the diaphragm. Linear movement of root. The actuator root will move linearly up or down depending on the direction of pressure applied. Role of spring. Throughout this process, the spring exerts a a counterforce that is opposite to the direction of pressure. Returning position. When the air pressure is removed, the spring will pull the diaphragm back to the original position, so that the actuator rod also returns to its initial position. Diaphragm and spring actuator advantage. Number one, precise linear movement. The diaphragm and spring actuator can produce very precise and smooth linear movement. This is because the diaphragm has a flexible property and can move easily without vibration or shock. Number two, large force. Despite their small size, diaphragm and spring actuator can produce considerable force to move heavy loads. This is because the air pressure applied to the diaphragm can produce a large force. Number three, low maintenance. The diaphragm and spring actuator are simple in design and do not require much maintenance. They don't have many move parts and don't require lubrication. Number five, longevity. Diaphragm and spring actuator are generally durable and can last 4 years with normal use. This is because the diaphragm is made of durable material and the spring is not easily damaged. Number six, simplicity of design. The diaphragm and spring actuator has a simple and easy to understand design. This makes them easy to install and maintain. Number seven, environmental resistance. Diaphragm and spring actuator are resistant to a wide range of environmental conditions, include dust, dirt, and moisture. Diaphragm and spring actuator disadvantage. 1. Slow speed. Diaphragm and spring actuator generally have slow speed compared to other types of actuator, such as electric motor actuator. This is because the diaphragm needs to move slowly to produce linear movement. Number two, temperature sensitivity. The performance of diaphragm and spring actuator can be affected by change in temperature. This is because the nature of the diaphragm can change with change in temperature. Number three, incompatibility with some fluid. The diaphragm and spring actuator are not suitable for use with some fluid, such as corrosive or abrasive fluids. This is because the diaphragm can be damaged by the fluid. Number three, incompatibility with number four, limitation in application. Diaphragm and spring actuator have limits in application where rapid or repetitive movement are required. Number five, requirement of a compressed air source. Diaphragm and spring actuator require a compressed air source to operate. This can be a limitation in some applications where a compressed air source is not available. Factor that affecting the performance of diaphragm and spring actuator. Number one, design and construction. Diaphragm material. Diaphragm can be made from various materials such as rubber, coated fabric, or thin metal. The diaphragm material will affect its flexibility, strength, and resistance to temperature and chemical. Diaphragm shape. Diaphragm can have various shapes, such as flat, convex, or conical. The shape of The shape of the diaphragm will affect the force and displacement produced. Spring strength. The strength of the springs will determine the force required to move the diaphragm. A stronger springs will result in smaller, more precise displacement. Spring material. The spring material will affect its elastic property, such as resistance to permanent deformation and temperature change. Number two, operation condition. Pressure. The pressure applied to the diaphragm will affect the resulting force and displacement. Higher pressure will produce greater force and displacement. Temperature. Operating temperature can affect the material property of the diaphragm and spring. Extreme temperature can cause the diaphragm to stiff or the spring to lose its elasticity. Media. Media in contact with the diaphragm can affect wear or corrosion. Aggressive media can shorten the life of the diaphragm. Number three, control character. Control characteristic. Speed. The speed of diaphragm, actuator, and spring can be limited by the mass of the diaphragm, the strength of the spring, and internal friction. Precision. The precision of diaphragm and spring actuator can be affected by hysteresis, nonlinearity, and vibration. Stability. The stability of diaphragm and spring actuator can be affected by fluctuation in pressure, temperature, and medium. Diaphragm and spring actuator implementation. Number one, valve control. Number one, pump. Diaphragm pumps. Diaphragm, actuator, and spring are the main components in diaphragm pumps, which are used to pump various fluids. The diaphragm moves back and forth, creating a vacuum that draws fluid into the pump. The spring helps return the diaphragm to its position and force fluid out the pump. Number two, valve control. Water flow control valve. Diaphragm and spring actuator are often used in water flow control valve to control the flow of hot and cool water in valves and shower. Water pressure push on the diaphragm, which move the valve seem to open or close the flow opening. The spring helps return the diaphragm to its position when the water pressure is dry air valve. And number three, medical device. In medical device, insulin pump. Diaphragm and spring actuator are used in insulin pump. The deliver insulin to diabetic. Air pressure move the diaphragm, which push and plunge to release the insulin from the reservoir. Ventilator. Diaphragm actuator and spring are also used in ventilator to help patients breathe. The diaphragm move back and forth, creating air pressure that helps the patient inhale and exhale. Okay, thank you for attention. Good night.